Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here and welcome to 60 and Me. Hope you're having a wonderful morning today. I was up super early and I have had, this is my second cup of tea. It's my Puka, my Puka love tea. I really like this tea and this is my last tea bag, so I'm gonna have to go get some more, but it's really, really a great tea. And it always makes me think of love. I mean, of course it says love tea right on the front. So it's just one of those special teas for me and I really enjoy it. And it's, this morning, it made me realize how much I have routines in my life. I have rituals and I have products and things that I really like. And I wonder if you do the same. It kind of gives order in a chaotic world. Now, I don't know about you, but when I go shopping now, I find that I know exactly where to go. I know exactly what yogurt I like. I know exactly what cheese I like. And although I experiment with new things, I do, it's such a relief, to be able to calm my mind down from the choices that a lot of supermarkets and shops offer these days. And I just enjoy being, I guess, in my simplicity of choice. So anyway, happy day. Hope that you're well and enjoying your cup of tea. So I'm going to enjoy that in a second. So I do want to talk to you actually today about thoughts and just how we can get some order in our very chaotic lives that we are experiencing these days. I don't know about you, but I get overwhelmed sometimes by just what's going on in this crazy world. And for me, it affects me because I'm a thinker and I'm always getting distracted by thoughts. And I go down one path of thinking and then suddenly something else pops up and then another association, and then I go online and research something and then I make a call and and so Tamara Greischeiber, who's one of our bloggers, wrote a great article about what this really is, what this experience is about, and she calls it the monkey mind. Now, this isn't a new expression. Monkey mind has been around. I don't even know where it started, but it describes our chaotic mind that is thinking about 10 things at the same time. You know how monkeys, I guess, kind of jump around and they never sit still. They're very dynamic and sometimes confusing. So this phenomenon of having many thoughts going on in your little brain at one time is called monkey mind. So do you have a monkey mind? So anyway, Tamara wrote an article about this and she said, okay, how do you know you belong to the MB club? She calls it the monkey brain club. And that is, well, things like walking into a room and having no idea why you're there. Have you done that? I've done that a lot. Being in your car and like suddenly having no idea where you are, because you haven't been like an automatic pilot and you haven't got any idea of the decisions that you've made to get to where you are, and you actually have to stop and say, where am I? Or maybe it's repeating the same passage in a book, like you're reading a book and then suddenly you think, I've read that paragraph like 3 times, because in the middle of reading it, you got distracted on another thought. So you go back and read it again. So anyway, these are just some of the symptoms of having monkey brain or monkey mind mentality. And so anyway, I thought it was kind of funny that we all experience it. I'm sure there's not a person listening who cannot relate to this. Monkey mind is very distracting. So here's some ideas. But if you can't stay on task, if you can't make decisions, if you're just always thinking about 3 things at the same time, and you make mistakes, or maybe you can't sleep, those are some of the symptoms of having a monkey brain. So the monkey brain syndrome is here for us all to enjoy and deal with. And here's some thoughts that Tamara has, and I think they're quite fun. So she says to do a mental dance. And I think this is really like the 2-step. It's like stop first of all and observe. Like when you're feeling like your monkey brain is out of control, just stop and observe. Where am I? What am I doing? And kind of just say it out loud even. Now, it's true, and I'm sure you know this, that the brain cannot think about 2 things at once. It can't multitask. So that's a myth. It can only do 1 thing at a time. You can try to make it think 2 things at a time, but it's always going back and forwards. So the first step is to just stop and observe. Where am I? You may even need to close your eyes. This actually works for me. In fact, I have found that closing my eyes helps me not just with thought, but with tactile things. Like if I'm trying to find the end of a Scotch tape, I know it's a silly example, but if I just close my eyes and just feel the tape, and then I can feel it better than I could see it, if that makes any sense. So it's just that, you know, switching to the sensory experience that really focuses you. So close your eyes sometimes. And that conscious activity, you know, actually does put the monkey mind to rest. Try it. It's really true. Now, the second step in this dance, in this 1-step, 2-step, is to actually physically calm your body down. So once you've observed where you are, accepted that you're making this, you know, you're reacting in a sporadic, disconnected way, just stop and observe, and then breathe. Now just breathe, slow, deep breaths. And it's really, really hard just to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Just do it 10 times. If you meditate, this is familiar to you. You know how to watch your thoughts kind of going past in a dance, like back and forwards, and you know how to just say focus, or in your mind say thinking thoughts, let them go back to the breathing. So this activity of breathing is really important, and doing those slow, deep breaths does calm your monkey brain down. It also, of course, slows your heart rate down, and it calms you. It calms you so that your monkeys kind of just have a rest. They just stop running around in your brain, and they just give you a chance to think and to prioritize what's really important. What's the one thing I need to do first, and then second. So that's the second thing. After you've observed and kind of located yourself in space, then take a deep breath and ground yourself, and acknowledge the feelings, acknowledge the, you know, whatever emotion might be there, because monkeys are really good at stimulating anger, frustration, you know, fear. That activity does all those things. So just after you've calmed down, taken deep breaths, you should feel a lot more. And, you know, you can do this anywhere. I mean, you can do this standing in the grocery line. I sometimes do this in the real world, because was it yesterday? I can't remember. There was somebody, that's right. I went in to check something on my internet, and there was only 2 people helping at the counter, and there was one woman. She obviously had come in to have a chat with someone. She wasn't there to do any business. She just was chatting, and you could hear her conversation, and it was just not relevant to you know, the internet, but she wanted just someone to talk to. And so I was next in line. I waited 5-10 minutes, and I just went, you know, just breathing, and it was actually very helpful. And also it gave me a chance to experience empathy and understanding. You know, maybe it's a bit corny, but it worked for me. So you know, working on standing in line, if you're working on a project, and most maybe usefully, you can do it when you're trying to sleep, because this, according to Tamara, and I think she's right, monkeys tend to come alive at night. They tend to wake up. They're like nocturnal monkeys, and they just wake you up and just fill your brain with things you've got to do tomorrow, and things you didn't do today, and all the problems that you've got in the world. And so this exercise of grounding and breathing, I think really, really helps. So that's some suggestions. So, you know, and if you have a way that you have discovered helps you with this, you know, this random activity in your brain, call it monkey brain or monkey mind, just let us know. Put it in the section below. What do you do? Do you go for a walk maybe, or do you do something else that helps you to calm down and stop multitasking? I think it's really interesting. And again, like everything, it's practice, practice, and practice. You know, you do it a few times, and you'll find yourself getting frustrated, and then finally getting it, and treat it like a meditation. It's a good idea. So I hope that's been useful. I mean, I'd like to have a chat with your monkey mind too, and see what, you know, what tricks they use to get your attention. And I'd also love to know, do you ever experience this monkey brain, monkey mind? And if you do, what do you do? How do you deal with it? I'd really like to read your comments and join the conversation. So, hope it's a monkey-free day today, and that you have a wonderful time, whatever you've got planned. And tell us if you've ever experienced monkey brain, and if you have, what you have done. Be really interested to hear. Take very good care, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you again for being here, and it means a lot to me. Tell a friend, invite a friend to come join us every day, and just keep the energy going. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye for now.